Ooh, fancy pants. We just had something called a false start. But we made it. We are finally here again after one hesitant start, for which I apologise. Here we go again. Yes, it is another 28 days of February, and this is day number 4. How are you today? How is your day going so far? Dear, I don't know where to start. I really don't. Except perhaps with, hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy? I hope you are feeling good today. I've had a rather busy morning, hectic. I've also had some rather worrying news this morning as well concerning someone in my family. So if I seem a little bit distracted today, I do apologise, but I have one or two things on my mind at the moment, not least of all the equipment in the studio not working properly, which is slightly annoying. So to distract both yourself and myself, let's have a look outside, shall we? Okay, come on, Mr. Duncan, get on with it. So there it is today, misty, murky, damp, and apparently, according to the weather forecast, we are going to get more snow this weekend here in England. Maybe, maybe not. We will see what happens, because they said we were going to get snow last weekend, and we didn't really get any. We only had a little bit. We had a brief blizzard last weekend, and then it all disappeared. But we are back together again, even though the weather outside is a little bit gloomy. Don't worry, we are here, and yes, we have made it halfway. In fact, just over halfway through another week. Here we go again. Yes, it is Thursday. Ooh, very nice. Yes, we are here again on Thursday. Don't forget, I am with you every day during February, or as I like to call it, Fabuary. We are all going to have a fabulous 28 days. At least I will try to, anyway. Barring any other terrible news or worrying situations. I might mention it later on, but I'm still slightly in a state of shock, to be honest. But I have had some rather upsetting news this morning concerning someone in my family, so please bear with me if I seem distracted. I know I just said that, and I'm probably going to say it a few more times as well. So here we are, yes. English Addict, by the way, did you see my lesson yesterday? I wasn't with you live yesterday, but I did give you a lesson. I haven't done it for a long time, but I gave you a lovely full-length lesson, 15 minutes yesterday, of a lesson walking around in the snow and enjoying all of the countryside as well. So if you haven't seen it, it is available on my YouTube channel, and the address is under this video. It is right underneath this video, so you can watch the English lesson that I put on yesterday, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's so hot here in the studio, I've actually opened the windows. As a helicopter flies over my house. So I hope you're feeling good. I suppose we can play a quick game of Spot the White Van. Shall we do that before we go any further? Okay, now this morning I was watching my white van camera and I noticed that there were many white vans going up and down the road. So let's have a look right now. Here we go. Let's have a quick game of Spot the White Van. All you have to do is tell me when you see a white van go by. So this is a live view now, looking into the distance on a very murky Thursday, and we are waiting to see if a white van will go by. Let's have a look, shall we? No, that is a car. We are looking for a white van. I can see some sheep. There are some sheep. On the right-hand side of the screen, I can see some sheep. But we're not looking for sheep. We are looking for a white van. As I said on Tuesday, it would appear that around this time of the day, a lot of people driving white vans will probably have a little break. They're probably having their very late lunch break at the moment. So come on, white van. All we need is one white van. Oh, I think, yes, that was a white van. I think so. I wonder if we're going to get another. Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? We just had two white vans, one after the other. Can't be bad. Or as I like to say, oh, fancy pants. Okay, that's enough. Maybe we'll get a third one. Perhaps we'll have a third van. Shall we wait for a few more moments? Perhaps we will get a hat trick. The phrase hat trick means 3 goals in a row. Oh, yes, that might be a white van, but I don't think it is. It has to be a proper, real white van. So let's see if we can have another one. Come on, one more white van. That's all we need. And then we can continue. Come on. Just one more white van. That's all we're waiting for. Ah, there it is. There is the third white van. And that's it. We can now continue with today's live stream. Oh, wasn't that exciting? I think it might be a new trend. if someone on YouTube, maybe one of the big stars on YouTube, starts showing maybe a road and that person is looking out for white vans, you can write to them and say, hey, you're stealing Mr. Duncan's idea. Mr. Duncan came up with Spot the White Van. It's not your idea. So if you see anyone copying me, pretending to be me, or maybe playing Spot the White Van, you can say, no, that's Mr. Duncan's idea. He thought of that first. Hello to everyone. Yes, it is a weird day today, so please bear with me if I seem a little bit distracted. But yes, things haven't gone very well today for me in my life. So I'm hoping that we can get through this together, and it's very nice to see you here as well on the live chat. Let's have a look. Yes, the live chat is now up and running. Hello to Racer. Oh, Racer. Well done. Guess what? You are first on today's live stream. You are first here on the live chat. Congratulations. Also we have Alfian, Beatrice, Rawan, also Nessar, Mogmog. Hello, Apology. I like your name, by the way. Sometimes it is good to give an apology. It is good to say sorry, because you never know, you might never get a chance to say sorry to someone. If there is someone in your life that you want to say sorry to, then probably now's the time to do it, because you never know. Hello to Rosa again, also Anakobi. We have Luis Mendez. Thank you, Luis, for joining me today. Very nice. Also we have Tulsi. Hello, Tulsi Kumari. Nice to see you here as well. Sorry for the slight problem with the computer and everything. I don't know what happened, but something went slightly wrong today as I started my live stream. Do you ever have one of those days? Do you ever have one of those days where nothing goes right? I am having one today. Hello also, Mosen. We also have Irene. Hello, Irene. Nice to see you back here as well. Palmyra is here. Also, we have Valentin. Valentin says, Mr. Duncan, it is an idea that just struck me. I just came up with this idea. Maybe you should mention the first person on the live stream who gave you a like. Unfortunately, I don't know who actually gives a like, you see. I can't see the people who give the thumbs up. So I don't know, you see. I can clearly see who actually joins the live stream, but I can't see who gives me a thumbs up or a like, unfortunately. So it is a little bit hard to do that. Hershid. Hello, Hershid. Nice to see you back as well. Yes, I will be with you every day, hopefully, during September. Thank you, Garib, as well. Nice to see you here today. Very good. Of course, we have the awards ceremonies starting this year. We have the Golden Globe Awards coming soon. And because there are so few movies that have been released or produced over the past year for various reasons, there are not many movies that they can select. So I'm very pleased to announce that my own movie has been selected for the category of Best Pretentious Movie Award. So my lovely short movie called Les Splash has actually been nominated for a Golden Globe. And here is a clip of that movie. So there it is, a clip from my famous movie that now has been nominated for a Golden Globe. It is called Les Splash. I hope you enjoyed that. And don't forget, I filmed it in black and white. So it's very arty, you see. If you do anything in black and white, people think it's very artistic and creative. Hello, Rawan. Hello also, Hailey Kwang. Nice to see you here today. We are talking animals today. We are talking all about animals. Oh, hello. Here is a little animal here. And this particular animal relates to what we are talking about a little bit later on. This is what we will be talking about today. Animals, but also animals that are related to phrasal verbs. There are many animals in the animal kingdom, such as this little guy. Hello. Did you know that we get these in our garden as well at night? They will often come into the garden and they will sniff around the garden looking for things to eat. So that's what we're doing in a few moments. We are looking at animal phrases. Animal phrases. A little bit later on. Hello also to... No, this is not a panda. This is not a panda. It's a very different animal. But I know what you mean. It does look a little bit like a panda because it's black and white. But no, this is not a panda. But this is an animal that we get quite a lot here in the UK. We do get lots of these animals. And normally they will move around at night. They come out at night. They are nocturnal creatures, though they will come out at night. So we are talking about phrasal verbs connected to animals. That is coming up. Now, as promised, I did promise last week that I was going to show you Mr. Steve's new room, because in his office, he's just taken delivery of some new equipment. And now Mr. Steve's studio looks almost as high-tech as mine. So when we say high-tech, we mean technology, things that people use nowadays, technological devices and things like that. So Mr. Steve has been rearranging his office because he has some new equipment. Would you like to see Mr. Steve's office? So here is Steve this morning. I took this picture this morning. There he is in his office. And look, on his desk he has so many pieces of equipment, so many devices on his desk. He has a laptop, he has an iPad, he has a large monitor, he has a keyboard, he has his Apple phone, he also has a calculator, he also has another telephone, and he has a cup of coffee as well. Can you see Mr. Steve's cup of coffee? That might be the most important thing of all, to be honest. And there's another view of Mr. Steve's desk. So I think Steve has almost as much technology in front of him as I do. So a lot of people were asking, Mr. Duncan, can we see Mr. Steve's office? And there it is. There was Mr. Steve this morning working very hard in his office. And that's what he's doing right now. Steve is in the office, working away very busily, doing his job. What a day we are having today. Oh my gosh. Rawan Saber asks, oh my, why do you need all this? Well, Mr. Steve's job is very much based on computers. And because of the situation that we find ourselves in, many people now have changed the way they do things, including Steve. So now Steve spends a lot of his time working on one computer, also an Apple iPad, and also a laptop as well. So yes, and his mobile phone. But yes, it has happened over the past 6 or 7 months. Mr. Steve has changed the way he does things. Mog says, I think the coffee is the most important thing of all. I think it is. I think coffee is the most important gadget in your room. I think you are right. Sorry for the confusion today. Yes, it would appear that there was a slight problem today with the live stream. Something very weird happened. I don't know what it was, but it was out of my control. I wanted to do something about it, but unfortunately I could not. Hello to the live stream. Nice to see you here. And of course, it is always worth remembering that on my live chat, we have people all over the world. There it was, the flags of the world for all those who like watching the flags of the world. That was just for you. Wherever you are in the world, you are very welcome to join me here today live. And don't forget, I am live almost every day during February, or as I like to call it, well, I have renamed this month Fabuary. We are here together again. I hope you are having a good day. I hope it's better than mine. Ooh. I don't know where to begin. Alessandra says, there is no one like you, Mr. Duncan. You are so creative. Thank you very much for that. I try my best. Most of my ideas come during my sleeping time, when I'm having a little snooze. Quite often I will think of some strange ideas. By the way, how is my biscuit? Mr. Duncan, how is your chocolate biscuit? It is still here. This is my last chocolate biscuit that I have in the house, and I haven't had time to go outside to buy anything else. So this chocolate biscuit will have to last me for the whole of this month. And here it is. So I have been nibbling this biscuit since the beginning of February. And now I'm going to have a little bit more of this biscuit. So this biscuit is going to last me for the rest of the month. And I am now going to take just a little bite from my biscuit, the last chocolate biscuit that I have in the house. It's not fair. Very nice. That's it, no more. Unfortunately, I have to make sure that this lasts for the whole of the month, because it is the last chocolate biscuit that I have in the house. We are looking at animal phrasal verbs in a moment. In a moment, animal phrasal verbs coming your way. Racer says, what if Mr. Steve eats the last biscuit? Well, don't worry. Mr. Steve will not find the biscuit, because after my live stream, I always hide it somewhere. I have to hide it, you see, because Mr. Steve will come into my studio, he will look around, and he will try to find my biscuit. It is the last biscuit in the house. Mr. Duncan, you made a fine contraction of the word fab. Yes, we often say fab instead of fabulous. So something that is fabulous is amazing, wonderful. It is something that is enjoyable. If you are having a fabulous time, if you feel fabulous, it means you feel good, you feel great. You are having a wonderful time. And I hope you will as well. Hello, Kinder Boy. Kinder Boy. Why was the live on Thursday and not Wednesday? Well, first of all, I'm doing this every day, so there might be some live streams, there might be some recorded lessons, but for most days during February, I will be with you live, like now. Yesterday, I showed a new video of me walking around in the snow. I hope you enjoyed that. And just to let you know, yes, I will be with you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am here. And also on Saturday I'm here. And, of course, I will be here as well on Sunday with Mr. Steve. Yes, myself and Steve, we will be with you as normal with our English Addict on Sunday. So for those wondering if Mr. Steve will still be making an appearance, I can say he will be, because we will be together again on Sunday with English Addict. So nothing there has actually changed, to be honest. Your biscuit has made me hungry, says Rawan. Thank you for your lovely messages. I might tell you later on what's happened, but I'm not sure if I'm in the mood, to be honest, but it is something that is not good news. Hello also to Gitano. Nice to see you here as well today. So we are going to look at some phrasal verbs, but these are no ordinary phrasal verbs. These are phrasal verbs connected to animals. I know lots of people love animals. I love animals, to be honest. I'm a big fan of birds. I love watching the birds in the garden. And also many other different types of animal as well. I love them all. Why not? That's what I say. Here we go then. Let's have a look at some phrasal verbs. The first one is connected to this particular animal. So the first phrasal verb that we're going to look at right now is... Oh, Mr. Duncan, we can see now. We can see that animal looks very similar to this animal. And there it is. Hello. Badger. So this particular animal is called a badger. And you find these quite often around the countryside here in England. However, the word badger can also be used as a phrasal verb. You can use it to show that you are pestering someone. You keep bothering someone. If you badger someone, it means you constantly pursue them, or you never leave them alone. You badger them. You are always trying to get their attention. You follow them around. You badger someone. So I think now you get the idea of what we're doing. Phrasal verbs with animals, and if you badger someone, it means you constantly pester them. You keep asking them for things. You won't leave them alone. You might become so annoyed, perhaps you will say, "Oh, for goodness sake, can you stop badgering me? You are always badgering me." He likes to badger me, especially in the morning. He's always asking me questions and following me around. Badger. So there is the first one. Phrasal verbs involving animals. I wonder if you know any. If you have any ideas for a phrasal verb connected to an animal, please let me know. Here's another one. I had a very interesting time this morning because I was looking for a photograph of this particular animal. So I put in the search engine, on my computer, I put in the search engine hairy beaver. I can't even begin to tell you what actually came up as a result, but I was looking for a beaver, a photograph of a beaver. I can't begin to tell you what came up on my computer, but it was not one of these, let me just say. Animal phrasal verbs, if you beaver about or if you beaver around, it means you are busy. You are busy doing things. So to beaver is to be busy. You beaver, you are busy doing something. You are working hard. Perhaps you are having a very busy day doing all sorts of things like me at the moment, every single day. I'm always busy doing something. I like to keep myself busy. I'm often beavering about or beavering around. So to beaver is to be busy. That's what it means. Another animal phrasal verb. Oh, here's one. Oh, hello, Mr. Pussycat. This cat does not look very happy. I don't know why. It doesn't look very happy. It is giving me a very cold look. A very cold stare. To be catty. Oh, interesting. Yes, this is a phrasal verb. If you are catty, it means you are being nasty to someone. You are being spiteful. You are being rude and hurtful to someone. So you are saying things that are hurtful or unpleasant. Catty. You are being catty. Someone might be catty to their work colleague. Maybe if a person is in a bad mood, they might actually be catty. They behave in a rude and insultive way. To be catty. A catty person. Here's another one. Oh, this is one of my favourite animals coming up now. The next one is chicken. Hello, Mr. Chicken. A phrasal verb, to chicken out. If you chicken out of something, it means you become afraid. You withdraw because you are fearful. You feel afraid. So you change your mind. You chicken out. So perhaps you were going to have a fight with your next door neighbour in the garden. And your neighbour is outside waiting for you. But you are hiding in the house because you have decided to chicken out. You chicken out. You lose your courage. You become afraid. You act in a cowardly way. You chicken out. Adrian. Hello, Adrian. Correa. Hello, Adrian Correa. Nice to see you here today. Very nice to see you here. Phrasal verbs connected to animals. Chickens. To chicken out. We can also say that a person is a chicken. You can call a person who acts like a coward or seems afraid. A person who is yellow. They have no courage. You can describe them as a chicken. Here's another one. We are looking at animals that can be used as phrasal verbs. Oh, look at that dog. Oh, look at the dog. Look at the dog. It's all happy. Oh, it's a happy dog. Phrasal verbs: to be dogged by something. Okay then. To dog something is to follow or to pursue something. To be followed means you are dogged by it. Perhaps during your life you have maybe a physical problem, maybe a medical problem that you keep suffering from. We can say that you are dogged by it. Something that won't leave you alone, something that you can't get rid of. This thing is dogging you. You are being dogged by that thing. So maybe you have an illness, maybe something that makes you unwell. Sometimes we can say that you have, during your life, you have been dogged by a certain illness or disease. Thank you, Lewis. Luis Mendez. Lewis seems to like my impressions of animals. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I needed that lift today. Thank you. I think this dog looks very friendly, very happy. It looks as if it's enjoying itself almost too much, if you ask me. To be dogged by something means to be pursued by something. Excuse me, my voice is playing up today for various reasons. Here's another one. Oh, here we go. How was that? Was that a good impression of a duck? Duck. It's another phrasal verb. It means to avoid something. If you duck out of something, it means you avoid doing something. So a person might duck out of doing their job. They might duck out of participating in an activity. You duck out. It means you avoid doing something. To duck out of something means you avoid doing it. You are avoiding doing something, so you will duck out. I like that one. Here's another one. I can't do an impression of this animal because it doesn't really make a noise. Fish. We are fishing. We are trying to find out something. You are asking questions. You want to find out what a person is doing or what they are thinking. Maybe they have a secret and you want to find out what it is. You fish for information. You are trying to find something. You are trying to find the answer to something. You are trying to get some information. So you need to fish for something. So we can use this as a phrasal verb to mean look for something. You are trying to get information. You are trying to find out about something. You fish for information. You are looking for something. You are fishing. You are trying to find something. A little bit like going to the river and maybe you go fish for animals such as fish. So you fish for fish, you see? So the fish is a noun, but also the fish can be used as a phrasal verb. You are trying to get some information. You are fishing for information. You are trying to find out what is going on, what the truth is. You are fishing for something. Here's another one. Horsey, 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 galloping around the field. To horse around. You horse around. If you horse around, it means you waste time by acting in a strange or silly way. If you are wasting time, if you are playing when you should be being serious about something, we can say that you are horsing around. A person making jokes all the time. Inappropriately, maybe they should be doing something serious, but instead they are having fun. We might say that that person is horsing around. I will try to do a horse impression. I can't do that one. See, the horse is very hard to do. You need to have very wet lips to do a horse impression. Let me see if I can do it. There it is. That's a horse. So when a horse is angry about something or a little bit irritated, it will often make that sound. Did you enjoy that? Whew. So to horse around is to waste time, to do something when you should be doing something else. You are wasting time, you are maybe you are making jokes when you should be being serious. Okay, the next one. I can't do an impression of this next animal. I should also warn you that the next animal is a little horrible to look at. So this is my warning now. The thing you are about to see might be a little disturbing. Here it comes. You have been warned. Oh, ew. So I can't really do an impression of this animal. Although I might try. Let's see if I can do an imitation of this animal. Here we go. I don't know what that was. It sounded disgusting. This is a leech. Yes, it is a leech. Have you ever seen a leech? Quite often in medicine, we often use leeches in certain situations. I've never had one put on my body. For those wondering, I've never had a leech sucking my blood. I haven't. Leech. To leech off someone. If you leech off someone, it means you are always relying on that person for money, or maybe you are asking them all the time for favors. You are always trying to get something from someone. So I'm sure you've met someone in the past in your life who likes to leech from you. If you leech from someone, it means you constantly try to get things from them. You take things from them. You will persuade them to give you things, such as money, or maybe free rent. Perhaps a person comes to stay with you for a couple of days, but unfortunately they end up staying for over a year. And the other thing, they never pay any of the bills. So they are living in your house for free. We might say that that person is leeching from you. They are doing things. They are staying with you. They are borrowing money and never giving it you back. They are getting things for free. So to leech off someone is to get things from a person. I hope you were enjoying today's live stream. Big Po Lollipop, hello to you. I've never seen you before. I believe you are watching in, Vietnam. Xin chào to you. I hope you are having a good time. Thank you also, Mosen. Very nice to see you here today. Here's another one. We are looking at phrasal verbs connected to animals. Oh, look at these monkeys. Aren't they lovely? You find these particular monkeys in Japan. And they are very sociable monkeys. They always like to stick together. They like to stay nearby. And you might recognize these monkeys because there are many wildlife documentaries that have been made about this particular animal. And you will often see them bathing in the hot springs together. So they will all get into the hot spring together and they will sit there for a very long time. Monkey, to monkey around. If you monkey around, it means you are wasting time. You are doing something that is pointless. You are trying to waste time. You are finding something to do to waste time. You just monkey around. Maybe you are misleading someone. Maybe you are playing a joke on them. Maybe you are doing something to trick them. You are just monkeying around. You are not doing anything serious or anything seriously. You monkey around. You waste time. Sandra says they are mandrills. Yes, they are. And they are the most cutest monkeys. And I love their faces as well. They have these beautiful pink faces. And the lovely long fur. But yes, you may have seen these particular monkeys on wildlife documentaries. Quite often they are sitting in a hot spring together, looking very, well, dare I say, a little bit grumpy. They quite often look very miserable and unhappy. I don't know why. Could you say that horse around and monkey around are the same? Yes, very similar. You are right. Very similar. Mandrills, yes, they are lovely. They are the most beautiful animals. They are very nice. We're looking at phrasal verbs connected to animals. Here's another one. I'm not sure if I can do an impression of this animal. I will try my best. That was very scary. Our next animal is It's a little pig. Hello. Oh dear. I could actually be maybe the world's most famous animal impersonator, perhaps. I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough. To pig out. If you pig out on something, it means you eat. You overeat. You eat too much. You keep eating and eating until you are full. And maybe you eat a large quantity of food at once. We can say that you pig out. You just go crazy and keep eating. To pig out is to eat a large quantity of food. If you eat a very large quantity of food, you pig out. And that is it. That is it. The other sound that a pig makes is a little bit like that. It is a little cute piggy. They are cute, aren't they? Especially baby pigs. I don't know why. I wish pigs could stay small and cute. Like this one. They are lovely. Rawan says, "Oh my goodness, that is more like it, Mr. Duncan." Okay then. I don't know what's going on today. Oh, I've had a horrible day. I'm going to mention what happened a little bit later on, but I had some rather upsetting news earlier today. Here's another one. Oh, now this is interesting. We have a rabbit. Now rabbits don't really make a sound, do they? I've never heard a rabbit make a noise, ever. They just that's what rabbits do. They don't make any sound. Hiroko says, "I'm going now. I have to wake up early tomorrow." Thank you. Rabbit as a phrasal verb. If you rabbit, it means you talk too much. You keep talking all the time. You won't stop talking. You rabbit. Or we can say that you rabbit on about something. So a person who talks excessively for too long, or they talk all the time, we can say that they rabbit. They are a person who likes to rabbit. They often rabbit. They won't stop talking. They keep rabbiting. We have one more, and then I will be going. Human Being is here. Hello, Human Being. Nice to see you again. If you watch National Geographic, you will hear the sound. That's very nice. I've never heard a rabbit make a noise, ever. I've never heard a rabbit, ever. Why do rabbits never laugh? Oh, I think I said that, didn't I? Did I say that in one of my Ask Mr. Duncan lessons? I'm sure I did. Yes, I asked some questions, and one of them was, why do rabbits never smile? They always look so... They always look so miserable. Rabbits never smile, you are right. They always look so serious. Rabbits always have a very serious look on their face. Like this one, you see? It looks very serious. It looks a little bit anxious, maybe. A little bit anxious. An anxious rabbit. Here's the last one then, and this one, I must warn you, is not very nice. It is another one that some people might not like. Oh dear. Yes. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night to find a rat in your bedroom? or in your bed? Rat. So we can use this as a phrasal verb. It means if you rat on someone, it means you report them. You tell someone that you did something wrong. You rat on someone. You will tell on someone. So maybe your neighbour has been having bonfires in the garden, or maybe they keep making lots of noise at night. You might report them to the police or the local council, you see. So you rat on them. To rat on someone is to report them. Maybe you report a person for doing something wrong. Maybe a person says something and then you tell other people what that person said. And then you get them into trouble, you see. You rat on someone. To report someone to the police or another authority is to rat on someone. Don't you rat on me. Don't you dare rat on me. Don't you tell the police about my bonfires or my noisy behaviour at night. Hello, Has Hamid, who says, my mother is afraid of rats. Yes. So we can use the word rat also to mean a despicable person, a nasty, horrible person, maybe a criminal, maybe a person who does bad things, can be described as a rat as well. So we can use the word rat in many ways, but in this particular case we are using it as a phrasal verb, to rat on someone. Jamelia is here. Hello, Jamelia. I haven't seen you for a long time. Jamelia. Oh, here we go. I will use my echo. Jamelia, it's so nice to see you here. Jamelia. Very nice. The monkeys look miserable because it must be brass monkey weather, Mr. Duncan. I like that, yes. When we say that the weather is brass monkey weather, it means it's very cold. Because if you've ever seen a brass monkey, I don't know if I can explain this, to be honest, because it's a bit rude. Just look it up. Just look it up on the internet. Just search for brass monkey weather and it will explain what it means. Because I'm not saying it because it's a little bit rude. Tulsi. Hello, Tulsi. You are looking cute today. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So we have almost come to the end of today's live stream. I can't believe it. It's gone by very quickly. Even though this morning I wasn't feeling great, I had some rather upsetting news this morning. My mother has been diagnosed with coronavirus, and I received the news about 1 hour before I started my live stream. So that is what has happened. Fortunately, my mum had her vaccine 2 weeks ago, but yes, she has unfortunately tested positive for COVID, unfortunately. So I'm still trying to process that information. It is still trying to make its way into my brain. So I haven't quite got over the shock at the moment. But yes, I had a call on my phone from my sister just telling me that. So that is where I am at the moment. Thank you very much for your company today. I am going in a moment. Thanks for joining me today. I think my mother will be okay. Fortunately, she had her vaccination 2 weeks ago, so I'm hoping that it won't be too serious. But we will wait and find out. I will let you know tomorrow. Thank you very much for your company today. I'm going now because I have to do a few things, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for your company today. I've enjoyed being here. Thank you for cheering me up for a change. Normally I'm here cheering you up, but today you have made me feel a little bit happy and a little bit more cheerful as well. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow, and we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time tomorrow. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget, if there's someone in your life that you haven't spoken to for a while, give them a call and tell them you love them. And of course, ta-ta for now.